Have you always struggled learning pronunciation? Well, I'm going to talk through some techniques that will help improve your pronunciation in whatever language you're learning. I'm Luke Nicholson, phonetician and founder of Improve Your Accent, and today I'll be giving some practical tips on how to improve your pronunciation or accent regardless of the language you're learning. If you're interested in learning more about accents, check out the More Than Words podcast, and make sure you hit subscribe below so you don't miss out on any more of our language learning videos. So here's my top tips. Intelligibility is the most important thing when learning a language. This means being understood. It's really frustrating if you spend hours learning a language and no one can understand the way you speak.
Does anyone here speak English?
You shouldn't feel pressured to sound like a native speaker. It's not important as long as everyone understands you. But of course, if you do want to aim towards a particular accent, then go for it. Your target language's writing system is probably not the same as your native language. Take a look at this word on the screen. It's from Polish. It looks like it might be pronounced knock, but it's actually pronounced nots. That's because Polish doesn't have the same spelling to sound relationship as English. So when you look up a word in a good dictionary, next to it you'll see a transcription of the pronunciation. This is using the International Phonetic Alphabet, where one symbol equals one sound, which makes it much easier to understand how to pronounce a word. You can see a transcription of the Polish word on the screen now. Knots. Find out what sounds exist in the new language that aren't in your native language. For example, doesn't exist in my variety of English, but it does exist in languages that I'm learning, like German, for example in machen.
Warum machen wir das?
Focus on learning these sounds. Research online how these sounds are made in the mouth. Understand how your mouth creates sounds. Do this exercise now. Make a k sound. You can feel the back of the tongue go up to the velum or soft palate. K, 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 k. Now, if you don't fully touch the tongue to the soft palate, then it will make a sound. And this is the sound I mentioned earlier in German, machen. It's a voiceless velar fricative. If you're aiming towards a particular accent, then you'll need to know what the sound system is like in that accent. For example, in my accent, I only pronounce the letter R when a vowel sound follows. So I pronounce the R in red, but not the R in card. Red, card. If your target language has tone, then remember this is just as important for meaning as vowels and consonants.
You watch your tone with me, boy.
It helps to explore pitch in your own voice so you know how tone works. Here's an exercise. Make an M sound. Now do it at a high pitch. And a low pitch. Get a feeling about what feels high and low in your voice. Now let's make that M again, but start from high and go low. This is a falling tone. So if your target language has falling tones, you know you need to start high and end low. Similarly, if your target language has a rising tone, you need to start low and move up. If you're learning a language that has word stress, find out if that word stress is predictable or not. For example, in Hungarian, the stress is almost always on the first syllable, like in this word here, iskola, iskola. Listen to the rhythm and intonation of your target language. Does it have stressed syllables at regular intervals, like da-dum, da-dum, da-dum? Or is it more even, like da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da? What's the intonation like? How does the pitch move across a phrase? Perhaps it goes up in statements, or perhaps it goes down. Listen actively to native speakers and get interested in the rhythm and intonation of that language. Notice that your lips, tongue, and throat might feel different when speaking a new language. Perhaps your lips are more rounded, or your tongue is more back. Each language has its own particular setting, which produces a sound quality that's always there in the background. Having this setting also makes it easier to pronounce all the language's sounds. You can watch the mouths of native speakers and copy what they're doing. Find a speaker whose voice you like. Watch how they speak. And there you have my top tips. Comment below and let us know how you get on, and make sure you hit that button to subscribe to Rosetta Stone's YouTube channel for our latest language learning videos. Click the link in the description for exclusive offers on all our Rosetta Stone courses.